Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Gemini and it's for the month of May, a little bit over 2025. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. My dear viewers, I wish you my best wishes and regards. And I'd like to show you a cup. It looks incredible as always. Somebody looks like they're fishing here or doing something. Playing with something, perhaps like a toy, not a toy, one of those drones or something. It looks like a fishing rod or a drone. Okay, very interesting. Anyhow, I'd like to welcome you. For those of you who are new, just so that you're mindful, prior to the coffee cup, I do meditate and I'm given information which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you right at the end of this reading so that you're aware. And now I will begin. Let's see. Connection, of course, when I meditate, it's always connecting to the universe, to the heavens, to your guardian angels, and it's that information that comes, that's directed from them to you, that I deliver on that piece of paper. Okay, starting with the first thing that I see here. I see a situation that has reached to an ending, like an impasse, like, yes, it's been going on for a while and you've been sort of feeling it, that it's about to end, or as though you've been putting up and forcing some issue, but now it's sort of coming out of your hands. It's ending. It's coming to an end right here, and it looks to me like there's nothing more you can do. It's like it's out of your hands. Maybe you've been sort of like overwhelmed by it for so long, and now you've reached a level where it's like you can't handle it anymore. I do see that it's ending and you've just got to let go. It shows to me that you've got to move on. You've got to let go. You've got to know that you did everything in your power and more, and it couldn't be rectified. So maybe it was the wrong timing. To do with timing was a problem, and I see an X here. So maybe you met or you started this, whether it's a person or a project, it was the wrong timing. It was only the timing that was a problem, nothing else. So it's not the right time for that. It is time now, finally. Again, they're saying to let go. To let go. You are going to be transcending to high levels, and you need to let go of this. Even though you might be open to compromise and you might think, no, there's got to be a way, let's compromise, let's meet halfway. You've done it all. You've been there and done it all. And it looks to me like, there's a certain intoxication when you are with this person or in this situation. There's a certain dopamine pleasure that you get that it's hard to let go of, but you will heal from this. The reason it's ending is because there's a lot of conflict. There's extreme, painful conflict. Even if it's not internal, it's constant battle, because in reality, you're trying to compromise and accept things that you are not really able to accept, but you keep trying. You're trying and trying. I got to bring this back a little bit, just a tinge, yeah, like that. Yes. So it looks to me that there's two more steps and you're out of this. I would say also there's number 5 here. So within 5 weeks, maybe you're finally letting go. You're saying enough is enough. There is letting go of something completely. Like this is the 3rd time seeing letting go. There is chaos. I can see a little bit of chaos. I can see separation. I can see that you were spiritually entwined in this situation, whether it was work related or relationship. It was just so deep, and so it was touching you on a high level. Like really, what's the word? There was so much that you invested in this situation. That's why it's going to be chaotic to let it go. But there is divine intervention and there is going to be healing. You're slowing down and slowly moving away. I feel like from 2 to 3, within 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I'll say 2 to 5. Sorry, we got the 5 there. 2 to 5 weeks from now. This is happening. You're realizing it. There is a sense of grieving when you are leaving this situation. You're sad about it. It's like as though someone is waiting for someone. this person that you might be dealing with, or it could be a job that you're leaving, and they like you. This is an example. They might like you so much, and they might think, will you come back to us? I'll wait. Will you come back? There's that waiting. I'll wait. Will you come back? If it's a relationship, it's like that too. It's as though timing was wrong. It wasn't the right timing. And it's like you don't want to completely detach you or the person or the situation. It's like, we'll wait. Will you come back when you're ready? Something like that, along those lines. But things are slowing down big time. The conflict is destroyed a lot of quality there was at the beginning in this situation. So there's a pause, and you're just going to wait to let things unfold. And ultimately, the heavens are saying, this is over. It was very suffocating. A very, very hard chapter. You took on too much. You thought you could do so much to rectify things, but it looked like it was just a little bit too much, and now it's coming to an end. This, in a way, was a bit of a karmic situation for both of you to learn from each other. Or this situation, if it was a work situation or a home situation or family, you had to go through a lot of learning and a lot of hardship and a lot of responsibility. So that's going to be over, and you are going to be grieving the loss of that. So I can see again, this is all starting in May. What I'm talking about, you'll start feeling all these things in May, and it's going to go on for another five weeks until September. Between July and September, I see months. And I see 5 weeks from now. So in 5 weeks, all these transformations of you finally realizing that the conflict is becoming overwhelming, and that you've got to let go, and you've got to see it. It's ending. Will finally help you separate yourself from this situation. You are going to be protected. You are going to feel as though you need time out alone. You really want your time out to think. You're going to be using your mind and trying to, really, to be honest with you, the best thing to do is to put your emotions aside and not think with your heart. Think with your mind so that you can overcome this. Realize that it's just getting worse. The conflict is destroying anything that you might be building. So there's hardly anything to be created, or any good can stay because of the conflict. It might get really bad, and then it might reach to levels of, perhaps abuse. Sometimes when the conflict is too much and people don't want to see it, and they want to try to compromise and find means to rectify it and safeguard a situation that's destined to end, it just starts becoming really bad, and then it becomes abusive, like, verbal abuse. And then later comes, after a while comes, you just want to attack that person, or, you start thinking, or you might your verbal abuse becomes so harsh that it turns into physical. So it's time to get out of the situation. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing time for you to take action, time for you to overcome obstacles by leaving it. That's all you can do in this situation. This is a situation that cannot be rectified. It can't be resolved by compromise or trying to do this and let's put this into action and let's do that. It just doesn't look like it's a situation that can be. There's a lot of power play here. You want something and the other party wants something, and the timing isn't helping. It's the wrong timing. So it's not working. So you will overcome obstacles without a doubt, and you're moving forward. It is right after this, I'm seeing that a lot of money is coming, wealth is coming your way, and that you are becoming very empowered, like a VIP situation. You're getting higher in your work. You're reaching to high levels. Some of you might be even becoming managers or buying your own business, starting your own business. You're taking charge, that's for sure, and standing strong, being able to do so much. There's a great key here right next to you. This key is going to act like a spanner. It's a key, and the end of it is a spanner. So you are going to be finding a solution where you are not uplifting yourself, overcoming the obstacles, and having the power play. And that's going to bring you a lot of wealth. And it's at that time a lot of wealth comes. You are becoming your own boss. I see that. Some of you might be, like I said, what's the word? Not upgraded. I can't find the word. but you will be promoted, and I feel like, you're making a lot of progress by taking charge. That's what I'm seeing. You're taking charge of situations. Again, I see a beautiful lion here, which shows you might be dealing with a Leo. Leo is also about power. It's about government situation. It's about strength and power. Yes, and it's like it's showing me that it's time now for you, the strength and the courage you have in you, to actually do something for someone else and give your attention to another, because you're so empowered and you're able to. Your tolerance is great. It's incredible. Your compassion is overwhelming. I can see that here very strong, my dear Gemini. The ability to endure is just so amazing. Your inner strength is incredible. Trying to control the situation. You've done better than anybody. Better than anyone can do. You've done so well. You don't ever have to worry about not doing enough. It is important that you do look at a situation. Pride is shown here. Maybe your pride is being hurt, and that's why you're turning your back and letting go, because I see letting go again for the fourth time, letting go. And I see that you're paying attention to something. It's like your eye is catching something, and that is hurting. That's touching the heart, and that is really hurting your pride. That's why you're making major decisions about a partnership. So you want peace. You're tired of battle. You want peace in your relationships or in your partnerships. And then once you're leaving this situation, I do feel like you are going to be starting something new. You're starting something wonderful with someone. And it's incredible. Once you overcome all these obstacles, you become a master. You become such a master, and that's giving you a lot of happiness. The reason I'm laughing isn't laughing. I'm just shocked at what's happening and the magnitude of all the battle you were in. It's giving you this resilience, this power. It's like, I conquered this. I can do anything. That kind of a situation. You're able to forgive. You're able to overcome. You're able to pass on, overcome all obstacles, and you're becoming very, very empowered. And you don't want to waste your time. Like, you're realizing your life is precious and you don't want to waste it. You want to create your own reality. And that is wonderful, because I'm seeing this new beginning gives you a sense of freedom, but it gives you a sense of power at the same time. And that power is going to be put into action when you're meeting this other situation, whether it's a partnership again. I think it's a partnership here. It looks like a partnership to me. And even though you're happy, being free, accepting your free life, a free spirit, you can do whatever, but you don't feel quite complete unless you are in some sort of a connection. And that's what's happening. Once you're healing, I'm seeing that you want to do your own thing. And once you're feeling free and you feel this, you've triumphed of all your troubles and all your obstacles are gone out of the way, there is someone new entering your life. This person is someone that is brutally honest, and you will love that about them. This person is unlike the one that you were leaving. That situation, whether it was a lover, a partner, a spouse, a business partner, a work, like a boss or something, an employer, what it looks to me like, you were dealing with someone emotional, perhaps water energy. Maybe that's what it is. You're leaving a water energy, maybe, or one water energy, and now you're moving towards someone that is very realistic. They're passionate about life. They're outgoing. But they're very hard workers. Somebody that puts a lot of effort into everything they do, and they're loyal. You are going to be loving this. I think you start as friendship, but then there is going to be that strong attraction. There's so much to celebrate at this time. There's a lot of happiness coming your way. Prepare yourself. Good fortune and happiness, both together. Money is coming, and we saw money before. Now I'm seeing money again. But now I'm also seeing like there is a lot of happiness with this new person. I feel like this person could be fire, earth, maybe earth number one, that's for sure. Earth energy very strong, but they might have fire in them. So yeah, earth energies are Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Fire energies are Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Something about parenthood here, something about someone giving you a gift, something about, okay, parenthood, and there is about something about leaving you a legacy. So there could be that the fact that you are thinking about being a parent, starting, to look at parenting. There could also be another situation where parents are leaving you some legacies, or giving you some sort of legacy. Doesn't have to be like an inheritance when they pass on. This is something while they're alive, and they give you a part of their legacy they're leaving behind. It can be wealth, it can be money, but sometimes it might be just something that is it doesn't have to be always money. It could be something else. Like, it looks like something very valuable, but it has a lot of meaning, a lot of sentimental meaning. You are going to be looking into, somebody is, maybe this is you or someone, putting hands together, working together in partnerships. This is more to do with money, because it looks to me like there's money around this situation, this archway. It looks like it's not love, it's money, but also there is a possibility in this scenario you might meet love once you're there. This is about to start. It hasn't happened. It looks like you might be going into business with others, or you might be starting your own business but in partnership, or you might be offered a position in a business like situation where you're working with the people that own the business, that kind of a situation. I do see that it's a great time now to make a lot of money, a lot of profit. Put your ideas out there. Your ideas are going to be really appreciated. Don't hold back. I do see teamwork doing well, and hard work being noticed. You're being like really, your hard work is being recognized. Not like before. You're finding yourself that you will achieve a lot because of your being recognized for what you do. I also see like your hard work is building foundations, not only in your work sector, your career, but even outside that. Your achievements are helping you build or bring on so many rewards. Some of you are completing a lot of projects, some of you are putting new projects into action, and there's a lot of financial rewards coming your way. So I do feel like wealth-wise, you're going to be very comfortable, but you want to celebrate life with someone. You don't want to do it alone. You're doing well with money and you have got plenty, but it's like as though something inside you is not quite happy. You want to be excited about the future. You want to do something. You feel like you're not doing much. Maybe you need to travel more. You need to connect with someone more and do things. Maybe this is happening like now. You're starting a relationship or friendship with someone, and then slowly you might reach to a level where you want to do more together, create more together. Extra money is showing everywhere. Again, extra money, you're celebrating the extra money. Some of you might be starting your own business. Some of you might be thinking of early retirement. Some of you might be thinking of getting your own business. Some of you want to just enjoy and do nothing and travel. That's very interesting. There's a sense of satisfaction that comes from, doing something so well, and you're very proud of yourself. Something that you've done well is being rewarded, like big celebration. Hands in the air, abundance is there. It's like you've done this good harvest, this something really incredible you've created, or it's been given to you. It's making you very happy. There's a new understanding also, being sort of, you're working well with others. There's popularity, there's invitations, there's social events, but there is also celebrating something magnificent. Something big and magnificent that's transforming your life and bringing you a lot of wealth and a life of leisure and wealth and happiness with it. There's happiness. Don't think it's just money. There's a lot of happiness. There's a fresh start with someone. You're starting fresh and you're loving it. There's a lot of deep conversations being, negotiated or talked. There's negotiations and communications. It's like, I want this. What do you want? It's like, this is what I feel. What do you feel in regard to that? That kind of a, really like a debate, negotiating and communicating, discussing things on a very deep level. And there is a lot of texting going on also. Although I feel like one party, not you, the other party is not much into texting. They're more into face-to-face. They like to chat, deep, meaningful talks when they are face-to-face. They're not, that might be a little bit of a problem when it comes to texting. They might want to call rather than text, like that kind of a situation. There could be something like that. This person could be born the Chinese year of the pig, Chinese year of the horse, I see here. I also see Chinese year of the monkey. There could be a Leo here also. There could be fire energy, Leo, yes. I see Leo. And I see earth energy again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Maybe because they're earth energies, like possibly. They're more into maybe not texting as much, maybe more of a call or a face-to-face kind of a person. You'll understand when you meet this person, but this person's very sophisticated and very successful. They're very generous at the same time. You will love something about them, something about the way they talk, the way they put things, the way their calming nature, their intelligent calming nature. You will love, my dear Gemini. Something about this person you will really, really like. It's a period of prosperity and abundance and happiness all together coming. Money is becoming available for you to even invest. You need to get information how to invest. There's a new venture you might be thinking about. There's a lot of possibilities, but to use your resources like effectively, you really need to get information. You need information to be empowered. I do see you becoming very successful. I do see you getting a lot of rewards in the near future. That goes without saying. There was a situation where you were repressing your emotions. Maybe now slowly you are going to be releasing. Not now, not in May, a little bit later on. Feeling insecure around the person that you were dealing with. Maybe these are all the things, because I came to the beginning. So it could have been something that you might have been going through. But then comes, there were things that you were feeling, when you start with this new person, and then this person just wants to date you. Slowly, it will start like, let's have lunch together today. Oh, I know this place is really wonderful. Or let's have, a breakfast together tomorrow. It's something like that. Starts like food, connection with outings, and then it becomes a date. First, like, it's as though they don't want to imply like it's a date. They want to take it slow, and maybe because you have just came out of something and you don't want it to be like a date, you want it to be like we're friends, we're getting together for a coffee or a cup of, So it's like that. But ultimately, you're going to realize this is your soul partner. This is someone that you will be blessed with, because there's amazing moments of synchronicities that will show you that this is your soulmate. The synchronicities are going to be amazing. They're going to be giving you chills and goosebumps. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Something you haven't had, maybe. Something you haven't felt before. Once you're shutting down after that person, that situation that has ended and upsetted you a lot, slowly, there's parts of your feelings are coming alive again. Romance, love, intimacy, all of that starts after being on these little so-called dates. Maybe they're not dates, they're just get-togethers and sharing meals together. So I do see, like, ultimately you'll feel safe to fall in love, and you are opening your heart, and you are going to be falling in love, that's for sure. But what's incredible about this love, it's leading to an engagement ring and marriage. And it's going to happen so quickly, you're going to wonder how the other relationship wasn't so much connected. So there is a proposal, there is an engagement, there is an agreement, and you're leveling up. You're leveling up to high levels. There is a promise and there is a partnership. Now, for many of you, this could be a relationship. For many of you also, it can be a business partnership, because I saw business partnership and alliance and profits being made. I saw that. But I also see marriage, and I see marriage twice. 2 rings uniting and a knot, and wedding, marriage, wedding, a situation that involves marriage. There is marriage here, very strong. Now, this marriage could be happening in 2026, because 26 is there. It's starting in 2025 and probably becoming marriage, or even a live-in, like marriage could be a live-in situation. I was saying, my dear Gemini, there is a lot of sun, light coming into your life after you're overcoming all those obstacles. What I see is a new creative idea, not one, but a few of them you are implementing in your life, you're adding into your life, and you're weaving into your life all these new ideas and new concepts that you're changing yourself in a way to be more open, and you're more versatile and you're more strong like never before. After you go through that ordeal of loss of someone that you're grieving over, that goodbye changes a lot of your ideas and your concept. You're not rushing into anything, you're taking your time, you're becoming more, you're studying more, you're really taking it slow. But I do see new ventures, and I see a fresh new start. Now this fresh new start could be with someone that has fire energy. What I'm seeing here is very strong. People that you're dealing with. Okay, so the people that you're dealing with in May, remember, you might be meeting this person that I talked about in June or July or even September. So what I'm saying here is back to where we started from. Who you are consumed with now is fire energy. Fire and air are ruling the way. Now, even if you are with a water energy, and I see that clearly here, what's controlling that water energy, the strongest within them, is a fire energy. Okay, who are the water energies that I'm talking about? Pisces being number 1. Second, Scorpio. Third, Cancer in that ranking. You are dealing with a water energy without a doubt, because I see water energy all over the place. But what I'm seeing is that what's strong in that water energy that you're dealing with is fire. Fire, and the number 1 fire energy within this person is Leo, and second Aries on the same level. There's 4 Leos, 1 2 3 4 Aries. That's the strongest there. You might be a Gemini that might have fire energy within you also. That could be a possibility. And the first fire energy that I see very strong, if it's you, it's Sagittarius, very strong. So Sagittarius is there also. You might be dealing with a water energy that has strong fire energy, Sagittarius or Aries or Leo. But the first one was Leo, second Aries, and Sagittarius last. If you're dealing with someone that even might be a water energy, because I'm seeing water sort of being the main, that could be born under the sun sign, and then the background is more strong and controlling, which is fire number 1. Second, I'm seeing air, and the strongest air energy here is Aquarius. They might have strong Aquarius in them. You might even not even know that. You might not even see that. There is Gemini, also a little bit of Gemini, and a little bit of Libra. For many Geminis are dealing with people that are even water energy, water with air, water with fire. All could be water, fire, and air, all of that. But I do see another factor about the water energy. I see Pisces as number 1, Scorpio number 2, like I said, Cancer number 3. But I'm seeing you sort of, some of you, or the majority of you, are leaving the water energies and moving towards Earth. Earth energy here being the strongest, and I'm seeing the strongest Earth energy here is Taurus Libra, not just a Taurus Libra. So you'll know them by them being a little bit more flexible, not so stubborn, because the Libra within them makes them very open-minded and balanced and harmony and all of that. So it takes away the stubbornness of the Taurus. That's number 1. The second one is Capricorn, very strong. And then there is Virgo. And so very, very strong earth energy. And I feel like with this earth energy, you might be dealing with someone of air energy like Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. They could also be very strong. They do have strong fire in them. And this new person that comes along a bit later on, they are earth and fire. Very strong earth and fire. And in those rankings that I said. Now, as for the Chinese, I see Chinese 0 of the tiger here. Second, I see Chinese 0 of the buffalo, the ox, buffalo. Then I see the pig. I see the dog, Chinese 0 of the dog. I see the horse here. There's all... the strongest ones here, the like number 4 of each, was the tiger first, the buffalo second, the dog, four dogs here, Chinese 0 of the dog, and then the pig. And then comes There's just, the others are just 2 by 2 by 2, or by 3, sorry, we had 4. So the next second ranking is the horse. And of course, the ranking is in regard to, so that you know when I talk about ranking, what I mean is like the majority of Geminis are dealing in this month of May and a little bit over May with these signs. The ranking, the number, the high number of people, like if there's 4, let's say there's 4 tigers and 4 buffaloes, that means the majority of Geminis might be dealing with tigers and buffaloes, and the dog was the next one, and the pig. More, because there's 4 of them, they rank up as number 1, more than the second ranking. And then there's another part of Gemini, that's another high level of Gemini, that are going with dealing with the second ranking even more. And the second ranking is the horse, the goat, the monkey, the dragon, the snake, and 1 rooster. Not much rooster, but just 1. So that's what I mean by ranking, so that you can understand that. It's very important you understand the ranking. When I talk about 4 4s, and then there's 3 3 3, that just shows how many of you are dealing with these people, the majority of them. Then I've explained it well. Now let me pass on these messages to you, my dear Gemini. I know many of you don't like that, but there's a lot of you who do, and they comment, and I do like to make it specific. I myself, I'm one of those people who like to refine everything, and I like to know everything about every part of astrology, numerology, everything. When I want to understand any situation, I like to know everything. In my business dealings and everything in life, I like to know everything. The star sign of the person, the year they're born, their name, everything about them, so that I can make proper choices and decisions based on knowing. Okay. Enough about me. Let's start this. It says you are going to get a gift of freedom. You are going to be feeling free. I saw the new beginning, new freedom, starting over. I saw that, and it says gift of freedom. It's going to be a gift. You are going to be loving it. You're going to change your way of look. There's a sweet look around that you might be feeling. You might be see someone with a sweet look. That could be possible. I don't know, sometimes when I'm given information, I don't really know exactly sweet look, what could it mean. Maybe it's today's terms. It could mean someone that's looking hot, that's looking sweet, that's looking nice. It could mean that you might be changing your looks, and more sweeter looks, more cuter, more stylish maybe. Anyhow, so that's that one. Success is imminent, and it was all over your cup. Success and everything, like wealth and success and abundance, was all over, and then I was given success. Something about someone having dark hair. Dark hair. Could be someone new that's entering. Something about bananas. Maybe you need to eat more bananas, or maybe you're eating too many bananas, or you might be starting a business of bananas, or you might be needing to add bananas to something you're creating. Bananas was given. Ego. You've got to be very careful with ego. I had pride here. So pride and ego, it's very important. Sometimes people let ego stand in their way, and they can make mistakes that way and go through losses. Sometimes you have to, even pride is another one. If your pride is hurt, you got to let go of situations. There was let go here all over the place. So maybe you're putting your foot down and your ego is getting hurt. Your ego is also part of your pride. Maybe you're feeling, all my efforts, they're wasted because I've got wasted efforts. That's why ego and pride are standing in the way, and they're saying, move away from this situation, let it go, because your efforts are wasted. This person or this situation, they're not appreciating it. So you're moving away. There is a ring. I saw an engagement ring at the end here, and then marriage, remember? There's a ring. Now, the ring is about trust. There may be trust issues. There may be literally a ring given to you. But right after the ring, there's chaos. So maybe there's an agreement. Sometimes a ring is also trust and agreement. There might be an agreement, and then there may be some sort of chaos. I did see chaotic situation here again. So chaos has repeated twice. Letting go has repeated 5 times. Letting go. And then, of course, there is someone that also might be Gemini. Gemini was there, your sign. Somebody who's a bit like you, they might have Gemini in them. Or the chaos could be directed to you, maybe, about something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so let me go through now with chaos. my dear Gemini, it doesn't literally mean just chaos. Sometimes chaos can mean the removal of a situation that's overwhelming you. There is a karmic situation that's getting removed out of your life. So that could be a bit chaotic because you are grieving the loss of that situation that's ending. You're not taking it happily and celebrating. You will, after you heal, you are going to be feeling free and happy. But when it happens, it might be chaotic because it might be something that is unexpected. You've put a lot of efforts and then you're realizing your efforts were wasted. So there's a lot of that. But ultimately chaoses happen in our lives to remove what is no longer working, and what is going to be going towards more damage becomes more damaging than it's worthwhile keeping. The heavens intervenes, or the universe, and removes it and brings on something new. So if there's a relationship that is conflicting, constant conflict, and you're trying to safeguard it at all costs by compromising and finding means, and then you see, no, all of a sudden something happened that really was so horrific that you can't even handle it, your pride can't handle it. So you tend to leave it, even though in tears, and you don't want to leave it. This is just an example. You'll find that it's happening so that it doesn't reach to levels where you might become abusive to each other. Verbal abuse intensifies, and then it becomes physical, and then it becomes really a bad state. Like you regret everything. You forget all the good that was in that situation. So that's why things happen. Just a small explanation about the word chaos. Okay, so I'm going to go through all the letters to go through each and every one of them. Now, twice I was given the letter T for tiger. Twice I was given the letter E for eggs, elephant. Twice I was given the letter G for Georgia or Greece. Twice I was given the letter J for Jamaica, Japan. Twice the letter X for exhale, for X-trail, X-rays. Twice the letter C for Charlie, Canada. Twice the letter Q for quilt or quails. Twice the letter K for koala and kiwi fruit. Then I was given one of each. The rest are N for Norway, Norway, yes, no or Norway. O for Olympics or olives. S for sweet or Sweden. H for horse or honey. D for donuts or dark chocolate. U for umbrella, and Y for yellow. Okay, and then I was given two numbers. I was given number 2, connected to the Chinese year of the ox buffalo, connected to people that have Aquarius in them. Now, we had the buffalo here 4 times. We had Aquarius very strong also. All the air energies were very strong. So February is also someone that could have Aquarius Pisces, because February is people who are born in Pisces that do have Aquarius in them also. Aquarius or Pisces. I remember I said, even if you are with water energy, they've got a strong fire in them, or they've got strong air, or they might have fire and air in them. Remember that. Now, the Chinese year of the ox buffalo is about partnerships, and a lot happening in partnerships, good or bad, it doesn't mention. It just is to do with a lot of partnerships happening all over the place. So there were a lot of agreements, there were business partnerships, there was relationships, a lot of that happening. And that will be taking you all the way. This will happen starting from May all the way to 2 months after May, July. It's going to be very, very, there's going to be a lot of dealings with partnerships, okay? Too, also, the Chinese year of the ox buffalo, it is about abundance. So a lot of abundance is coming your way also from now to 2 months. Then I was given the number 1, Chinese year of the rat, connected to people that are born in January, which brings us again to Aquarius or Capricorn. There were 3 Capricorns, 3 Aquarians, and now 4 Aquarians with the 2. So it is also connected to people that are born in January or, in January, who are Capricorn or Aquarius. It is connected to new beginnings. New beginnings from this time up to 1 year. There will be new beginnings starting from May, and it won't stop all the way for a whole year. And that is the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. My dear Gemini, please give me a thumbs up if you do. Let me know your feedback. Share with me and the community so we can see what is happening, and especially when you talk about the star signs and how that fits with you, it just makes it really wonderful. Thank you all for your support, for watching. The more you watch, the more you support my health, and that would mean the world to me. That's all I expect. I wish you my best wishes, my sincere thank you, my sincere best wishes to each and every one of you. Namaste.